Hey boys and girls, I'm coming back to you about lesson 13, our lesson on converting measurement, and I wanted to show you this math reference sheet. This is kind of like a little cheat sheet that you will be given in class and that you can use on your classwork to convert units of measurement from larger units to smaller units. Now, one thing I want to point out is this is broken down into customary units and metric units. Customary units and metric units, either one can be used. It's kind of like two different languages. They can be used to measure length, volume, weight, and then down here the same, but instead of weight, it's called mass. And every one of these are going from a larger unit to equaling a smaller unit. For example, 1 foot is larger than an inch. 1 foot is equal to 12 inches. A yard is larger than feet. A mile is larger than feet. A mile is larger than yards, and so on. It always starts with a larger unit on the front and then tells you what it equals in a smaller unit. And then we have our time measurements over here. Now, I want to show you a problem that we could use this reference sheet to help us with. Here's the problem. All right, and I've written a few things down here I'll explain in just a minute. Let's read the problem. The amount of liquid in 3 containers is shown below. Order the liquid measurements from least to greatest. Show your work. Okay, we're given 1 gallon, 5 quarts, and 10 cups. We want to put these in order from least to greatest. So I'm going to make myself a note. L to G, least to greatest. Okay, but I know right now I can't really compare these because they're in gallons, quarts, and cups. So what I want to do, I always want to change largest units to smaller units. And out of gallons, quarts, and cups, I know that cups are my smallest unit. So for this particular one, I know I will be using it, I'll be thinking of it just as 10 cups. But I'm going to go change these two, 1 gallon and 5 quarts. I'm going to change them to cups so that I can compare them to 10 cups and see which one is the least up to the greatest. So now I'm going to pull my cheat sheet back in. And I'm going to look right here. I'm looking for gallons to cups, but there's nothing on the cheat sheet that goes straight from gallons to cups. Now, there is, let's see, there's not even one for quarts to cups. It goes quarts to pints and pints to cups. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to convert more than once. Let's go to 1 gallon and let's look. 1 gallon is equal to 4 quarts. Okay, so if 1 gallon equals 4 quarts, then I can change the quarts to pints. Let me move that over a little bit. Quarts to pints. Okay, so 4 quarts, if there's 2 pints in 1 quart, then 4 times 2 would be 8 pints. And then I'll have to change pints to cups. So I'm going to take 8 pints. And I see there's 2 cups and 1 pint, so now I'll have to do 8 times 2. All right, that means 1 gallon is 16 cups. Then I've got to change the 5 quarts. Okay, let's go back to quarts to pints. Then we'll go pints to cups. Okay, 5 quarts. Okay, there's 2 pints in 1 quart, so I'll say 5 times 2, that's 10. And then I'll change 10 pints. There's 2 cups and 1 pint, so 10 times 2 is 20. All right, so I have 1 gallon is equal to 16 cups. I have 5 quarts is equal to 20 cups, or I have just a 10 cup measurement. So I'm going to go back up there and I'm going to say out of all of those numbers, 10 was the lowest. So I'll write 10 cups first. That's least. I know that the very greatest is going to be the 20 cups. So I'm going to write 5 quarts last. And then that just leaves me the 16 cups in the middle, but I'll write it as 1 gallon. So now I have 10 cups here, 5 quarts here, 1 gallon here, and they are in least to greatest order. I hope that helps. Just realize when we are converting measurements, it does take a lot of work, and we have to show our work. We did all of this work just for the gallon, and we did all of this work just for the quarts. And this we didn't have to do. All right, see you soon.